Fazela and Hamid arrived in Australia from Afghanistan a year ago with their daughter Ghezal, who is now 4 years old. Adapting to the differences of life in Australia hasn't always been easy for them. However, with help from friends and relatives who have lived here for a while, Fazela and Hamid have continued to learn more about how things work in Australia. A few days ago, Fazela gave birth to a son, Ali, at the local hospital.
There's your discharge papers for
Thank you.
This lady, and she's just in bed for you.
All right, thank you.
In hospital, a midwife explained to Fazela how important it is to make sure young children have a healthy start to life.
Hi Fazela, my name's Maddie. I'm one of the midwives here from the hospital.
This means that a child should not only be physically healthy, but they should also be socially and emotionally well.
He was a little bit unsettled.
Yeah.
Didn't sleep well.
Oh, that's no good.
She says that in Australia, all children from birth to 5 years old attend a free maternal and child health service, also known as the MCH service, to make sure they are growing and developing as they should. The hospital organises for a nurse from Fazela and Hamid's local MCH service to visit them at their home to make sure they are both doing well.
And when the midwife comes to your house, do you need an interpreter to come with them?
The nurse asks Fazela if she would like an interpreter to come along as well, but Fazela says she is comfortable enough speaking English.
Okay. Sure. Yep. Any other questions before?
No, I'm okay.
When the nurse arrives at the family home a few days later, she introduces herself and tells Fazela that an MCH nurse is a registered nurse and midwife who provides information, support and guidance to families about child health.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm Cheryl, Maternal and Child Health nurse.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Beautiful Baby.
Her job is to monitor the baby's growth and development, including feeding and sleeping. She also checks that children start to walk and talk at the right age and have their immunisations. She says that she can help if the family needs extra support with things like sleeping and feeding. The nurse explains to Fazela that it is also her role to connect families to services such as mothers' groups and play groups where they can meet other families with young children. These groups give children a chance to learn through playing with other children and help get them ready for learning at kindergarten and school.
So Fazela, your baby's really healthy and growing really well.
Thank you.
Do you have any concerns at all?
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about him being a little bit too hot during night. I'm not sure if it's the fever or something else.
As the nurse checks Ali, she asks Fazela about feeding and sleeping and Ali's general health. Fazela says that Ali is okay, but she is a bit worried because he often feels hot and she thinks he may have a fever. The nurse checks Ali's temperature and reassures Fazela that he is fine. She explains that wrapping him too tightly or covering him up too much can actually increase his body temperature and can also restrict his breathing and movement. She shows her a better way to wrap Ali. While showing Fazela this new skill, the nurse notices that Ali has a rash. She suggests that Fazela make an appointment with her general practitioner, also known as a GP, to have the rash checked. She explains that, while it is her job to make sure the baby is developing well, they should visit a GP if they have any concerns about their health.
The baby can still move his legs, nice and freely, but still feels slow, but not too hot at the same time.
Okay.
The nurse notices Ghezal and tells Fazela that MCH services are free for all children up until age 5.
Hi Ghezal, how are you? You reading a book? Yeah, is it a good book?
She tells Fazela that she can make an appointment for both Ghezal and Ali at the MCH centre to be seen at the same time.
I see you have an older
This will allow an MCH nurse to check that Ghezal is developing physically, socially and emotionally, and that she will be ready for school. After making sure that Fazela has all the information and help she needs to take care of Ali, the nurse is ready to leave. They make an appointment for Fazela to bring both children to the MCH centre in a week's time. The nurse explains that this will be the second of 10 recommended visits with the MCH service for Ali.
And that's the date and time of when you're going to come next.
Before going, the nurse tells Fazela that if she needs any help with the baby before their next appointment, she can call the local Maternal and Child Health centre. If she needs help when the centre is closed, then she can phone the Maternal and Child Health line on 132229 for advice. Fazela thanks the nurse for coming to visit and assures her that she will make an appointment with her GP to check Ali's rash.
Don't forget, if you need any help after hours, you can ring that number on the magnet, the 132229, and I look forward to seeing you at the centre for our next visit.
Thank you very much.
You're very
Thanks for
welcome.
coming.
Bye-bye.
Bye.